welcome. It's Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day, and the pets have been coming in and out, in and out, in and out this morning. So we'll see if any of them make an appearance today. I am almost done with my first skein of the denim blue for the blanket. So I am definitely, I've got a lot of stuff going on. Like I need another skein, grab another skein. So I'm just about done with the first skein. So I'm making some progress. That's how I measure my progress. So we've got another skein here ready. Better put it in the bag. Okay, so where are we? Where are we? We're making some progress. So this has been just about one skein. I'm just about to run out of one skein, and we have, let's see, maybe a foot. So maybe one skein of blue was a foot. So 3 skeins will make 3 feet. And I probably wanted a little bit more than that. So I think I've got enough yarn. Yeah, I think I've got enough yarn. Yep. Okay, so we're making some good progress, and I should have plenty of the sand. Good morning, Bonnie. I should have plenty of the sand. So this is still the first ball of sand. So using a significantly less smaller amount. So there should be plenty of sand left for the edging. So I am right on track. How are you? Did you get some stitching done this weekend? I hope your weather was good. I think some of you, Brian, is still stuck in an airport somewhere, which is not fun. Mara got home safely from her trip. Tom leaves today for his trip. Patrick is somewhere in the jungle of Costa Rica without service, so I assume he's doing great. So just lots and lots of movement going on, which makes me very happy for all of them. So yeah. All right, so I wonder if I can make it through the rest of this row with the blue before I run out. Play a little yarn chicken. I will admit with the double slip stitch going on that it's a little not confusing, but it's hard to tell. So what happens is you double slip stitch all the way across, and then you need like one extra single crochet in the final stitch, so that it ends up being the right number. And then that has made the perfect number of 134 double crochets with the denim blue. It was cool most of the weekend, so stayed inside. Warmer today. Yeah, I don't know that it was super warm enough for swimming, but we don't have a swimming pool. We don't have a membership. Hi, Tammy. Good morning. So that's not really an issue for us anyway. So we do have Tom's sisters. Two of them have swimming pools, but we just don't get over there all that much with all the working and stuff. So that's okay. So we're working on it. I'm just stitching here while we chit chat. So back at it after the holiday. Did you have any grilling? That's pretty traditional for Memorial Day. Did you grill last night? We had some grilled dinner, and so that was good. And then back at health and fitness and nutrition goals today. So that's good. Let's see, right now it's 61 degrees. It feels a lot warmer than that though. So 61 degrees here in Southern Ohio. Finding that I just really want to make great progress on this blanket as soon as possible so that I can move on to the next thing, because I find like it's probably going to get pretty boring for you all here at the 5-Minute Crochet Podcast if all I do is home alone you crochet. That's awesome. I hope you had a nice alone time. I find that these 5-Minute Crochet podcasts are probably going to get pretty boring for you if all I'm doing is the same exact thing day after day. So that one of you asked about the cheesecake recipe yesterday. So it's an old recipe that was my mom's that I adapted. So it's 3 blocks of cream cheese, 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. And I do use a springform pan, and I used Oreo thins and butter for the crust. So you could use graham cracker also. I couldn't find the Oreos. Oh no, I lost I lost Yarn Chicken. I am going to have plenty of yarn, so I have to decide if I'm going to switch yarn in the middle or rip all the way back to the beginning of the row so as not to have an end in the middle. I think because this stitching is so even, and I think because knots or like stuff is going to be pretty obvious to see, I think I'm going to rip back all the way to the beginning of the row and start the new yarn way back here and start it instead of starting the new yarn 6-7 inches from the end. Well, that's a bummer, but I think in the long run, because this is such flat stitching and the end will be kind of obvious when I add it, that I had better go all the way back and put the end on the edge. Okay, so 3 blocks of cream cheese, 1 can of 14 ounces sweetened condensed milk, Oreo cookies and butter for the crust, or graham cracker, or if you're doing like pre-made like cookie crusts from the pantry aisle, the baking aisle, the grocery store, you'll need 2 of them. But for a spring form pan, you just need one. It's either 2 little pre-made pie crusts worth of batter or 1 big spring form pan. I used the spring form pan. And so let's see, how many eggs? I think it's 4 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, I think. Was that the only thing in the batter? I think that was the only thing in the batter. And then it was 1 hour and 5 minutes to bake it on 300. Yes. And I ended up doing 2 more 5-minute checks. So it ended up being 1 hour and 15 minutes, but I checked it every 5 minutes at the last, after 1 hour and 5 minutes. And oh, inside the chocolate part was Ghirardelli baking bars, 60% chocolate, Ghirardelli, like chopped fine. And then I had some Nestle Toll House chocolate chips, semi-sweet, and I chopped some of those up to make them smaller. So between the 2 of those 2 chocolates, I don't know how much I put in. Enough. So that's essentially the recipe. So yeah, I can't believe I have the recipe right here and I didn't read it. I just remembered it all. All right, I have to get going, but I plan to see you a few minutes before 10 tomorrow morning on Wednesday. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye.